Okay, so this is block 3, and this is the Persepolis Socratic Seminar Group number 1, and Bella Lee is the moderator. The timer has started, and you may begin at any time.
Okay, so the first question on our thing is, according to the introduction, what stereotypical image is Socrates trying to dispute?
Alright, can I take a shot at it? So what I've noticed in today's sort of society is that we kind of stereotype Iranians as these sort of fundamental, fanatic, or even terrorist. But then she's also just trying to prove that they're not this, and they're trying to get through the hard times with the fact that twice they have this really oppressive regime. One time my grandmother and grandfather used to live in Iran, right? Like every day, my grandmother, I think, get arrested just for like doing everyday activities, like going to get groceries. She even still has her veil. She even still wears it just because of the regime. Anyone else?
Well, I think that all Iranians will probably say in the introduction is that all Iranians are extremely in agreement with the past acts of terrorism, which is still going on today. What does anybody think?
I said, Satrapi is trying to dispel like the image that Iran should not be judged a certain way because a few people from that country has done things that's not like very good, so it shouldn't be viewed as a bad country because of a few other people's actions.
In a sense that leads into the second question, I'm going to say that just because, like, you know that Iran has been led by a few extremists, so I think that could mean that Iran doesn't, those extremists don't represent the whole nation of Iran. Like, that doesn't represent just a few people.
I agree with Aaron, because, like, I agree with Aaron, and like that's just how stereotypes go. Once somebody does something wrong, then their whole group, like, is fond of that thing. Like they're all judged for that, and they all think that everybody in the group will do the same thing as the person who did something wrong.
Moving on to the first chapter about the veil, I think it symbolized like the Shah overtaking like everyone's freedom and stuff, so that's what the veil symbolizes.
I think it symbolized being modest.
I think it symbolized how women were oppressed in Iran.
I was wondering, why there were people actually like for the video, even though like actually oppressing them, that the women still like fought for it.
I mean, some of them are probably already part of the religion, so to them it probably wouldn't change anything, and they kind of like to marginalize other people into their culture, that sort of thing.
So the veil gave them power instead of took away their power?
Probably. That's what I interpreted it. What do you think, Catherine?
I said the veil symbolizes a cultural revolution.
I think the veil caused a lot of terrorist attack, like protests, and there's controversy around the whole entire neighborhood, and it's causing a lot of war.
Yeah,
Entire neighborhood? She probably means country?
Yeah.
There you go.
And to add on to that, since there's a split in beliefs on both sides, that shows more of the controversy that the veil symbolizes.
I'm also going to note that today Iran is technically run by a president, but really it's like the Shia priests that are behind the entire like government, like the decisions they make. It's something you should take into consideration because it's a split between Shia Muslim and the other faction. Forget the name.
Why was a picture of Mary Jane's mother published in the newspaper, and how did her mother respond to it?
The picture of her mom was that her mom was protesting without wearing the veil, and it was published in the newspaper by showing like how some women don't agree with it, and her mom responded to it by changing how she looked because she was scared.
I also agree with Dawn, and I said Marjorie's mother was now a face for all those who are against the veil, and she dyed her hair and wore dark glasses for a long time because she wanted to stay under the radar.
If you're on the radar of the Iranian government, you're probably gonna be dead. It's a good say. It's something that like I figured just from what my own father told me of his like childhood through Iran, because he's from Iran, right? And so he was around before this entire revolution thing happened, like the old like monarchy. He's a little biased.
What do you think about the mother being published in the newspaper?
I like that it was published because it symbolized a rebellion. I think one of you said that. And she disguised herself to avoid conflict because, you know, women in there, killed, raped, God knows what.
True.
I think Margie wanted to be a prophet because, like, the three main reasons were because their maid didn't eat with them, her dad drove a Cadillac, and her grandma's knees always ached. And, like, she didn't want to see people in pain, and she was one of those kids who realized that there was a huge problem, like classism and like sexism and stuff like that, when kids her age don't really realize that now.
What do you guys think about, like, what is the meaning behind her father driving a Cadillac? Do you guys think there's a deeper meaning behind that?
Definite class divide between like upper middle class and like poor or like working class. Like, because you know, my dad had to go into this like cramped like school bus to go to school. I'd say he was like in like upper working class, but he didn't have his parents didn't have like Cadillac.
To add on to what Vala said, I said Margie wanted to be a prophet because she wanted to be justice, love, and the wrath of God and all in one. Do you guys agree?
Yes. 2-minute warning.
What would the wrath of God be? Would that like be like hitting other people because they're like bullying, or like because it just sort of seems like
Yeah, it seems a
difference
bit.
between wrath and love.
Yeah, it seems general there.
What do you think, Anthony?
Well, I basically just thought the same thing about it. How she wants to become a prophet because she wants everyone to be equals.
But would they using force to make everyone equal be like sort of evil as well? Because like she would be like actively like hurting others,
Yeah.
and push them down.
Doing evil onto evil isn't always a really good solution. It's rarely at all, because you become the very thing that you've been trying to stop. The common literary advice, but it's happened before. Yes.
But then, like, throughout the book, you can see her, like, I guess, like, in the beginning, she kind of started to fight with people in a way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But, like, after a while, her mom taught her many lessons that you have to forgive people, and it's not always their fault. And, how did her relationship with God begin to change?
It started changing because like he was like best friends with God, and then near the end she started getting like angry at him for all this stuff that's happening.
Yeah. It started becoming distant.
Well, first she began to push him away and then do things for herself.
What do you think?
Sorry, got nothing to add.
Okay, so you guys have reached 10 minutes and 36 seconds, so I'm going to stop the video.